Right, well, welcome to Jody TV, a diary of an inventor. This should be fun. So, in this video, I'm going to start with drawings. So this is sort of video one of a series of videos where I'll take you through from drawings to prototypes to patents, etc. And we'll talk about licensing, we'll talk about building a brand and a company, etc., etc. So video one, drawings. Eureka moment into concept, put the idea down on a piece of paper, and then what to do after that. Okay, so first off, let's have an idea, shall we? So let's think this idea to be a toy for a child, a rattle. Let's just keep it simple and we'll say it's a box with a hollowed out center, a little ball inside it, perhaps, and that when you shake it, it would rattle. So I'm going to turn the camera down now so you could necessarily see how I would draw that as an initial drawing, as an initial idea. And put it on paper is important because it could be in text, it could be in drawing, depending on what kind of an idea you have. In this case it's a box, so I just want to draw very quickly a box. I don't want to be too particular about it, just a box. So let's say it's that. It's rough enough. It's got a hollowed out center, so put a hole in it, and there'll be a hole in the back end of it, and lines through it, and a bit of more ball in the middle. So just kind of very rough drawing. And so that's the ball in the middle. Shade that out maybe. So ideas down on the piece of paper. I now know there's a ball in a box and call it the rattle box. And essentially my idea is born. If I've got an inspiration into that, if there's some reason I would want that, and I do believe it to be a very good idea that we could sell, so there you would have a very rough drawing that you can develop on. So your next drawing might be a little bit more detailed, and you'd sort of put in little parts that you've improved on, and so on and so forth. Then you can start to, let's turn that upside down in the right way, so then you can start to label each part, so each part will have a specific name to it, and then you can draw the various perspectives, and you can start to develop your drawings so that you end up with a little bit more detailed. So you can put in the size, you can put in the ball moves, and you can refine the corners on your box. You can do some shading and try to just play with the drawing and improve it. So that would be your initial idea down on paper. And then say, so once your idea is down on paper and you have all the parts listed and you know what the ins and outs of the working of the design of the product is, then you can then go about sort of making some notes, make plenty of notes on what it's for, why you've invented it, its improvements on another product, or is it a brand new product or a new unique product that nobody's thought of before but has a particular purpose. So yeah, you write down as many notes and things as you can about the idea, and then you try to develop a sort of a portfolio. So you'll have all your drawings. Let's try to keep this moving a bit faster. And I've got to learn how to look at the camera correctly as well, so I'm not really doing this very well. But so you'd have compiled a list of all the moving parts, a description of each part, and then you would be able to label your drawing in your description by saying see drawing 1 or see attached drawings, and part 1 or part 2. So you have your drawing and you label it part 1, hollow in the box, part 2, box itself, part 3, the ball inside the box, and etc., etc. And so you have then a written description of your drawings, and you have a sort of compiled an initial breakdown of your idea. Now, what I would advise to do then, and this I find is an exercise that's is highly important, I think, in this stage, is to set all that first initial eureka moment stuff aside, and do it again. Start again. And redesign your box, redesign how you've reinvent your idea for yourself. So when you've got a eureka moment, that's based on or compiled an amount of ideas that have clicked with a spark in your mind, and you've had an energy moment. It makes complete sense to you 100%, because all those bits of information have fallen into place. A eureka moment, a blinding flash of the obvious, as a good friend of mine might call it. So when you go back to the drawing board again, as they say, you look at the product again and you reinvent it and you refine it. And as you're doing that, you add something. So you might add a felt cover to the box, so it's easier to, it's a nicer touch to it. You might add a light to the ball so that when it moves, it lights up. So you've added little bits and pieces to it. You might round the corners of the box so that it looks better, it's more appealing to the eye. Change the colour or make it transparent, or all these little details, they add up to eventually you now not had a eureka moment, an idea. Now you own the idea. So it belongs to you, and you don't want to own something that's less than perfect. So you tend to put a lot of energy into really developing the idea, and that shows when you hand it to somebody. And if they can grasp it in a glance at your drawings and your description, then you've succeeded. And they'll be able to see that you've taken a lot of care over your idea, and you've put extra thought into it, developed it. So then obviously you believe in what you're doing, and that in itself is a lot of confidence and power. So once you've given that much to the idea and it's obvious to the other person that you're fully invested in this, then it's easier for them to invest in you and to help you develop the idea further, or to have confidence in the work they're doing on your behalf, if that makes sense. So I'm new to this, I'm new to making videos, I'm new to taking my ideas through to the end. I have a product already made and branded, so I know quite a bit about branding, quite a bit about the patent process, design registration and product development, and how to be clever, some pitfalls to avoid. And I'm going to be taking you through a lot of that as I go through these videos. This is just your initial step one, I'll go through the easier steps. Step two will be prototyping, and I'll make that video probably tomorrow, and I'll try to keep these videos coming regularly as I can. And yeah, let's learn together, let's develop ideas together. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, just throw them into the comment section below, and I'll try to leave as many information links as I can in the videos. And you do me a favour, hit the subscribe button and keep interacting with the videos. That will be very beneficial for me, because the more information I'm reading, the more comments I'm reading, the more ideas I'm having, the more things I'm learning as I go, and I can develop better, produce better videos, give better advice, or learn how to come across in a more absorbing way, so my advice is easy to absorb and understand. And so I'm learning as well. So if you can learn something from me, I'd love to learn something from you. And we'll make this a two-way thing. The channel is not monetized yet. It's brand new. So all I hope I can get. And yeah, I'll take you through it step by step. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy this kind of content.